So I told myself I'm only doing one take for this, so any mess ups will just be cut out. And I'm just gonna say the first things that come to my mind. And the first thing I wanna say is, hey guys, I hope you guys are doing all right. Hope you guys are doing great. You know, like I said, about a week ago or so, I took a break from social media. It was a much needed break. Just sometimes when you're working, you know, in something for so long and, you know, you don't ever take a step out, you kind of miss some of the things that, you know, you need to see, if that makes sense. So if I'm dealing with, you know, something outside of social media and I don't see it because I'm so indulged in my social media life, you know, I'll miss it. And I think that I was missing a lot that was going on in my life outside of social media, you know, that I wasn't able to see because I never took a break. And for those who don't know, I started social media back in 2019 of September, October-ish. My first YouTube video was October 28th of 2019. And ever since then, I haven't taken a break. I've been go ever since the start. And, you know, I think that's a great thing, you know, because I think a lot of the times people are just scared to start something, which is, you know, I would say sad to think about, just because, you know, I don't know, like when you think about it, there's so many things that people have the opportunity to do in this world and they just don't take a chance because they're scared of people judging them, or, you know, people saying something, you know, about what they're doing, or, you know, they just don't think that they have everything around them that they need, when really they do. You know, you can literally accomplish your dreams from anywhere, you know, you're at on this earth. Literally you can, you know, just as long as, you know, you use your resources correctly. But, you know, that's not necessarily what I'm here to talk about. I'm just kind of here more so to explain what I've been able to see from, you know, I would say taking a step back from social media. And I think the biggest thing that I found is I just need balance in my life. I would say, you know, I had a lot more balance when I was doing school full-time, working a part-time job, and doing social media pretty much full-time, you know, during all that. And you might be wondering, like, how was I able to manage all of that? And the thing that was just driving me was, you know, excitement at first. You know, when you're first doing something that's really exciting, you know, you're just kind of doing like whatever you think it takes to get to the goal that you initially had in your mind. So, you know, that's what I did at first. And, you know, as soon as I would say left my job at Grocery Outlet that I was working for with my dad, I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna take all this time now that I would be spending at work to invest into social media, which I would say I did well, but at the same time, I would say there was days where I just like went completely overboard. You know, like I would start, you know, in the morning, you know, whenever I woke up, working towards social media till like sometimes 12 o'clock, you know, midnight, you know, and that was just very, I would say, toxic on my mind, because, you know, when you spend a lot of time doing one certain thing, you know, instead of like enjoying the other fruits of life that are out there, I honestly think it'll drive you mad. I think it'll drive you crazy, because I honestly think that's what it did to me. You know, like I wanted to win, but then I had to, you know, ask myself during this break, like, how bad do I want to win? Do I want to win so badly that I just lose my sanity? And I found that the answer was, you know, no, I don't want to lose my sanity. You know, I want to have, you know, I want to be sane. You know, I want to keep my sanity and, you know, enjoy life for what it is, you know, because I've been missing out on a lot, and I don't think a lot of people know, because I never really showed enough of it, I would say, on my social media life. But I'm really into fishing, shooting, hiking, a lot of outdoorsy stuff. You know, I sound really like hick when I say that, but that's just things that I truly enjoy. And a lot of other things that I enjoy are, you know, time with my friends, time with my family. And I would say, like, I've missed so much of that just because I was honestly like a slave to social media, you know. And I would say the only reason I was able to see that balance was the thing that I was missing from my life from taking a step back was because there was times where I was honestly jealous of other people that were doing social media. And I'm just being straightforward with you guys, because I would see that, you know, first off, their come up was within like a year, which was, you know, some people just get lucky, you know, and some people have been working toward this for 5 years, and, you know, eventually their work paid off. But I would see these people come out of nowhere in like a year and whatnot, and then they get to a place where like they can achieve balance just like that. Like, balance is achieved just so soothly for them. And I just felt like I had to keep working my ass off just to like obtain balance, you know. So like I would just work even harder and harder, and I would get so angry because I'm like, okay, I'm working my ass off more than this, and this is where the comparison game came in with social media. I'd be like, I'm working my ass off 10 times harder than they are and reaping no benefits. And the benefits for me, you know, aren't just, you know, balance in life. You know, it's more so like, I also want to have an impact on people. Like my biggest thing, the reason I push my YouTube so hard on my other socials, if you guys follow me there, is because I like connection. Like my deepest root for doing this is because I like connection with people. I like being able to make people feel a certain way when they watch my content, you know, and that's my biggest thing. So that's a reward for me personally. Like I just like the connection that I can have with other people. And so I was really jealous of that, and just like jealous of the balance too, because I felt like I just had to work harder. And you know, I feel like at times just throughout my life that I've been able to observed through this break too, is that I do have to work harder, you know, to get to those points where I can, you know, finally achieve a little bit of balance in my life. But I would say that balance was so distorted in my life, even with working so hard towards something, that it was just at a very unhealthy pace. You know, I would say that there was a lot of things that I missed during this previous year because of social media that I normally wouldn't miss. For example, I have a best friend named Jordan who's been on this channel, who I got a fishing trip to Alaska for, and I missed out on our, like, it's a yearly fishing trip that we go on to Lake Kokanee. It's over in the Olympic Mountains. I've actually put it on this channel before. It was the year before, this previous year that passed, I actually put it on there. We usually go every year, and I just was so engulfed in social media and everything that I wasn't even able to enjoy that, you know. And the reason that I would say this is so toxic on the mind, from what I've been talking with my counselors, because your mind needs to do things other than just like a certain task, like one certain task every single day, you know. Like it's okay to, you know, I would say work on this and then go work on something else. So for example, I could, you know, do social media from 5:30 in the morning to, you know, let's just say 3:30, 4, right? Have the cutoff time, and then instead of continuing to work on social media through that time period, I could go work on, you know, fixing something on my car, which I probably actually need to do. Both my fog lights are out. I need to go do X, Y, and Z. And so it was just stuff like that, you know. Like I realized that I need to have, I would say, self-care. You know, I was not taking care of myself. I was just taking care of the needs I thought I needed to meet from other people on social media, you know. And I would say, like, it's just a very unfortunate situation, and I'm never gonna bitch and complain about it. But you know, having to record by yourself and having to just run the entire show by yourself is just very obnoxious, you know. And I hate to say this too, because this was something I would kind of get jealous of at times, because like I knew it would help me achieve balance, was money. Like I would literally sit there and think to myself, like, how can I hire someone to film me? How can I hire someone to edit for me if I'm not making enough money? You know, like, how can I do this if I'm not making enough to do these things? So I would just sit there and just like really contemplate, like, is this something I even want to do? And I still am like contemplating it to this day, because it's like, is it really worth like the benefit, like the rewards I'm getting out of it so far? You know, I'm coming up on year 3, and some YouTubers take forever before they even blow up, you know. And so like I've just been asking myself, like, is it really worth risking just like my mental health and like everything just to like achieve a dream and a goal? And like to me it's like kind of like, yeah, because like I have a certain life that I've pictured that I want to live by doing this. So yeah, I honestly took a break because I just needed to realize that I needed to realize something, and that realization was I needed a balance that was missing from my life completely. And you know, I would say last year, you know, when I was even dating someone, like it did give me balance to a degree, because I would work on social media and then go like, you know, hang out with them and take my mind off things and be able to reset. But I think sometimes you just need like that full-on break, because there was a lot of times I just felt burnt out, and then it was just like this previous week where I was like, no, I am burnt out. I'm not burnt out just from social media. I'm burnt out from working out too. I mean, I still worked out. Burnt out from meal prepping, burnt out from honestly just thinking about this crap in general, and just like just seeing like the side effects that it caused. I would say not only that, because there was a lot of stress from coming back from Texas too that caused like my OCD to kick in, like over compulsion and like intrusive thoughts, which was terrible, and it still lingers, but it's like going away slowly. You know, there was a lot that just amplified the way that I was feeling prior to coming back, which was huge for me to realize, you know, just finally seeing like all that crap that was crammed in. So yeah, I just needed balance. And you know, like I said, like I don't know if this is gonna be something I continue, because I can only be behind the camera and editing and doing X, Y, and Z for so long before I just go, this isn't worth it anymore. You know, it's unfortunate. You know, like I wish I was reaching more people, you know, just to be able to, you know, not only reach more people, because like that's the ultimate goal, you know, and inspire people, which I am, which is why I keep going, but at the same time it's like I have to take care of myself too, you know. So that's gonna be it. There's a train coming in 3, 2, 1. At the end of this all, you know, if I do happen to have to stop, yeah, I don't know what to really say. Like, thanks for the people that were along with the ride. I would say that, you know, you got to see pretty much everything. You know, I recently heard David Goggins say once, like, you know, people always ask, why don't you share the good times on social media, which all social media really is. And the thing is like, you know, it's easy to live the good times. Like, I don't want my social media just to be somewhere where people can come and go, oh, look at how much of a great time they're having. Like, yeah. Like, I've had people message me all the time recently and just go, where's your funny content? I'm like, dude, like, if my purpose is to like inspire, you know, like it's not gonna just be all the good times. I'm gonna take you guys through like my life, which has been, I would say, like a beautiful part of like kind of my social media journey, just being able to show you guys like life can suck too, because like why do I want to just show the happy times all the time? Like, we all go through shit, you know, and it sucks. But yeah, like I said, that's gonna do it for this video. I hope you guys liked this video. If you guys did, be sure to give it a like. If any of you guys are new here, do not forget to press that subscribe button, because I will be back. I don't know how consistently I'll be back, but I'll keep going and going until, you know, I eventually somehow reach this dream. And if I realize that I can't, then, you know, I'll stop. But either way, I think the dream will come true. Die trying doing what you love. Until next time.